where they talk about how many minutes there are in a year, and well, there are 525,600, if you know the music. And what they concluded was, you know, of all the things that we can count and measure, that really what it's all about is love. So I found myself thinking, well, how do you measure 50 years? And so I got my calculator out, and it's 18,250 days, plus leap years, which would be another 12 anyway, depending on how they fall. So I thought about all of that. And one of the things that really started me thinking about the blessings that these years have been was, you know, collecting the pictures and seeing everyone and realizing how much all of you have meant to me, that there have been remarkable and special times and sacred moments. Yeah. So, you know, what I measure it by is, you know, the people whose lives I've touched, people who have touched me and have made an impression on my heart. And, you know, all of this has been way beyond numbers. It can't be measured at all. The memories, smiles, laughters, and tears, letters, emails, meetings, and hugs, and prayers, and rituals and liturgies. So when I entered the community, when I think back upon it, I think, you know, the reason I came was because I wanted to be a part of something bigger than myself, and I wanted to have meaning in my life and to give myself to something, and I wanted sisters in my life. And later, when I started thinking about it, I thought, well, besides all of that, for me, it's all about a search for God. And it's like I've been on a quest for all these years. But now, when I look back, what I really think about is God's quest for me and God's searching for me. And it's very touching. So, you know, it's not about anything I've done. God's been pursuing me and drawing me to God's self, and, you know, it's all the Spirit that we're celebrating today. And, you know, whatever I've done to reach out to others, or, you know, let them reach into me or touch my life, that all of it has been God's. And so I've been really grateful. And we named the slide presentation something about blessings throughout the years. And so it's all about blessings, and it's a blessing to have all of you here. And, you know, I cherish all of you, my family, my sisters. Thank you.
Well, I kind of forgot about this part of the program. We've been talking a lot about change in our religious congregation, and how that if we're not changing, then we're stagnant or we're going backwards. And like Marge too, as I was going through all the pictures to put this together, all the memories and things I had forgotten, and how I see things differently now than when they actually happened. And so it's so true that our Franciscan journey is about conversion. And conversion is about change, and change is about the seasons, just like in nature. And as Father mentioned, those liturgical seasons. And a lot has happened to me, and I'm so grateful. I just keep saying I'm so grateful. I am so lucky. I am so lucky. And I'm lucky to have Marge in this journey for 50 years. Together we went through leaving our original mother house in Maryville, Missouri, and we thought that was going to be the death of us. But it wasn't. We learned that we also, in the changes, we lived the paschal mystery, which is dying and rising, continually dying and rising, always to something new, something better. But for myself, a lot of times it wasn't better until it had passed. More time had gone on, and I look back and say every change that I made, whether from home, the worst change I made, not the worst, but the hardest, was leaving home. My mom and I cried the 200 and 300 miles there. I saw the Mount on the hill and didn't cry for a long, long time after that. It felt like I was coming home. And that word home had a significance too, and when we were discerning about joining the Sisters of St. Mary here in St. Louis and becoming a different community, coming back to our roots, so to speak. And that was all about change, and it was about the Paschal mystery, letting go and letting come. So that has been my life, and I'm just so lucky to have my religious community and my family, my sister and my two brothers and their wonderful children, so many of them here with their grandchildren, her grandchildren, their grandchildren. And everyone has made such an effort to be here today, and that touches me very deeply, because it's not easy. It's not easy. Those traveling with children, and those traveling long distances, those getting snarled in traffic, all of that is, it's part of what you are telling me, that I'm a part of your life too, and you are very much a part of mine. And again, the words that rise to my lips most often in prayer is, I am so grateful. I'm so grateful for everything in my life. I wouldn't trade it. I wouldn't trade it one bit. Thank you.
On behalf of the Franciscan Sisters of Mary, I want to thank all of you and these two wonderful women. I think today we see goodness, and we see that love changes everything. And if God is love, and we all are a part of love, well, I think you see the face of God in these two women. And I want to thank you for giving them, in a sense, their families to the Franciscan Sisters of Mary, to the church and to the world, and for the support that you've given them all of these years to help them along the way. And we're deeply grateful to them and deeply grateful to you, and thank you for sharing this day with them. And I know that they will continue to bless our mission and our world with us, and they'll bless you too, because we all share this one same love. Thanks.
Thank you.
Enjoy your time here.